Welcome to the Militia Gaming Community. I'm Trigger, and this is my Vault Interception Academy Summit Guide. Let's go! I'm giving away an Xbox Series X to one of my subs this holiday season. Click the giveaway video link in the description or in the top right of this video now to watch the video and enter the giveaway. Just being a sub will not automatically put you in the giveaway. You must officially enter. So go watch that video, enter, and then come back to this one. Good luck. So the point of these summit guides is to help you rank in platinum every single week. The idea is to just help you improve at the game. I don't claim to be the best or a top 10 player. I just have a good strategy for the average or above average player, and hopefully that helps you increase your skill level and gain platinum and get those platinum rewards. All right, let's get into this. All right, so I'm going to be going through these from top to bottom, left to right. So starting with the Financial District Speed Trap, this one's actually pretty simple. I think a drag car would be best, and although the run in this clip isn't the cleanest, it will be plenty to help you get platinum in this week because the majority of the points will come from the other events. I managed to get 250 miles per hour, which is sub 1000 on the leaderboard, and it should be good enough for somewhere between 60 and 100,000 points. My pro tune for the Corvette Stingray looks like this. Next up is the Uptown Escape. This escape should be fairly easy to complete and gain massive amounts of points. As you approach it, slow down and make a sharp left to jump out of the park onto the road. Follow this road until this street, where you turn left and head towards the highway. Drift right just a little bit and get onto the highway. You'll take this highway until it ends, and then you'll make a left on the next highway where you will stay there for as long as you can. Don't hit too much traffic, and you can easily get 20 to 30, maybe even 40,000 yards away from the escape, which I guarantee gets you 130 to 150,000 points. Personally, I like using the Regera for this escape, and I got 49,000 yards away, and here are my pro settings. Next up is the Manhattan Slalom. This slalom is pretty easy. Drive it a couple of times and you will understand where to go. The part that is important is having your set bonus called the Score Breaker. This will multiply your score by 2, giving you very easy access to 100,000 points on this event. I only have one set of Score Breaker parts, so I'm using the Ferrari F40 for this event. My pro settings for the F40 look like this. Next up, the Hypercar race Bronx, using the Enzo Ferrari. There are a few different shortcuts you can take on this race, and all of them are very strange. At 3%, you can cut through the grass and avoid the trees. This is sort of hard to do, but if you find the right path, you can do it after trying it a couple of times. At 8%, you're going to cut right and then left on the next major street. Head up the street towards the checkpoint, and the second you hit the checkpoint, reset your car by holding the bumpers. This will turn you around and back onto the straight road. This saves a lot of time. At 53%, you're going to grab the checkpoint all the way up against the wall like this, then turn immediately left and go the wrong direction down that little street. Make a right and go through the alley and make a left when you come out of the alley. Again, this is a very strange shortcut, but it works and it saves you time. You can also cut the 2 sand corners near the end of the race. This kind of feels like it does slow you down, so just don't take it unless you have a lot of speed. My Enzo Pro settings look like this. Next is the street race Financial District South using an interception unit. This race can be hectic because of all the curbs and jumps, but I suggest control over speed. I managed to easily run the 42nd fastest time on this race globally with my Corvette Interception Unit, which will absolutely be enough to get you 100,000 points on this event. There is one cut that I would definitely suggest, and that's at 17%. You go left and jump the buildings. I'm using the C8 Interception Unit, and my pro settings are like this. Next up, the Street Race Motor Trend Classic using an Interception Unit. Again, I'm going to be using the C8 Interception Unit, so my pro settings will be the same on this race as they were on the Financial District South. There is a cut that you want to pay attention to. At 19%, go through the arrows instead of taking the ramp. Then turn right and follow the path under the freeway. There are a couple of keys to this cut that you will need to know. The first is that you need to barely miss the checkpoint on the left. Otherwise, it will say you have missed the checkpoint. Second, you need to slow down for that turn directly after hitting that little checkpoint. And third, there are 2 checkpoints above you on the bridge that you will need to go under, so make sure that you go under both, or it will say you missed a checkpoint as well. Then just pop back onto the main course and continue the race. This will save you lots of time and allow you to keep most of your speed. Moving on to the Street Race Harlem West using an Interception Unit. There are a few cuts in this race as well. At 9%, you're going to cut across the grass to the right, and again at 12% shortly following that one. Then cut through the trees at 17%, and take the jump at 31%. And then just repeat that process on the second lap. Again, I'm using the C8 Interception Unit with the exact same pro settings as the previous 2 races. The last street race of the summit is Harlem East, and it requires you to use the Firebird. There are a few cuts on this race. At 18%, you're going to go right of the jump and land on the outside of the railroad tracks. This is a very difficult shortcut to do right, but if you do, it is very rewarding. At 35%, you can go across the grass to cut the corner. And at 41%, you can go through the arrows and take the alley. At the end of the alley, make sure you reset your car. This cuts out a ton of time going around. Just repeat that on the second lap and you should be good to go. For the Firebird, my Pro Tune looks like this. And the very last event is a Hypercar touring car crossover at Jersey Everyzon track. You have to use the forced Ford GT Interception Unit, and this race is pretty straightforward. Being that it's on the track, there really aren't any shortcuts other than going across the grass on that first turn. The summit does force you to use the Ford GT Interception vehicle, so you're just going to have to work with that. Just race the track a few times to get familiar with the turns, and you should do fine. I don't have a tune for this Ford GT because I don't own the car, and I was forced to use it by the summit. Alright, that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this video or any video, please send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter. Shout out to all the Militia subs. I will catch you guys on the next one. Trigger out.